This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Golden Eagles of Houston. And we are underway from Houston. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And complete right side to Cook. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Cook looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Again, it's Cook, and this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Bengals. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Go, go. 11, add it.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Bengals defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Option play, here's Hall. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll run with Hall. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hall again. He will push his way down to about the 14. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, here's Lawrence. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Garrett Wilson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Golden Eagles are back within a score. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Burrow.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 56 yards.
And the Golden Eagles get a bit closer.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. To the air again, Burrow. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
One more time. Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Okay, this could be it. This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go. How it's done. On red.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Easy, route. Here we go.
On first down, Lawrence.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On second down, Lawrence.
Open man here is Conklin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A give running right is Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Lawrence will throw.
Flushed out right.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, Any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Gotta go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Burrow.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
12. Stop.
Back to throw here.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston.
Garrett Wilson.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Golden Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. Stop.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Hall again.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hall want to give up the middle.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 1st down. Here's Burrow. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Burrow.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one to finally knock him on the ground and force an incomplete.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
from the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Off the option, that's complete. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Dalvin Cook,
his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Here's a diving catch right side. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Big 13 heavy.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
11. Think right open. 11, Agate. Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right...
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
You know what it is.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception.
And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a check down, complete to Hall.
And out of bounds is on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, Dawkins. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. They go play action now. Lawrence
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
11, add him.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Ball again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Breece Hall
with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Golden Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
11, MT, take. 11, MT.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. 11. 11.
Now it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
3rd and 2, now Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here we go. 11.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
And Lawrence will throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Why are you giving up?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
11, 30 left.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And quickly, they get to the line.
13 loop.
throwing now. Lawrence on first down.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
What are you doing?
Lisa 24.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence. He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Golden Eagles 38. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Let's get set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bengals, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.